What it do, YouTube? It's your girl, Bookish Nerdy Girl, coming at you with another video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. There's this TV show that has taken everyone by storm. I've watched it. I know a lot about the different couples. It's called 90 Day Fiance. Today I'm going to be reacting to Ed and Liz broke up. This is 90 Day, the single life. This is going to be my reaction and my review of their relationship as a whole. I've followed it. I've seen a lot of the stuff between the two of them, how shady it's been, how toxic it's been, all that stuff. Honestly, the way he is and just how he is as a person and the fact that he can actually get women interested is why I find this comedic and why I find it funny almost. So I definitely consider this more of a comedic reaction. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Bookish Nerdy Girl. I do all different types of content. I do anime, I do video games, I do horror stuff, I do comedy, and I do cartoons. So let me just pull up the video so we can get started. I'm super interested to see how the tell-all went, especially knowing that Liz and Big Ed are not a thing anymore. So let me pull up the video and let's get it.
We are going to start with Ed and Liz. We see you guys are sitting not together today. What's going on? We broke up.
Obviously, no shit, Sherlock.
We broke up a month ago today. Okay, well, the last time that we saw you, you were making plans to move in together.
Yeah. He's a creep, I'm assuming.
To rush our relationship. When we finally became a couple, the next week I was meeting his daughter, the next week I was meeting his sister, his brother. I was in multiple situations I was not prepared for.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pause it there. I agree with what she's saying. She really was thrown into a lot of situations she wasn't prepared for, and you could see how, like, much she was trying to tell him, like, I'm not ready for all these things, you're rushing, like, it's too much, we should be taking it slow, we've only really been dating for this amount of time. I mean, I think he met his mom on, like, the second date, and then he, like, ended up meeting all his other family members, like his daughter, which hated her to begin with. Like, she did not like her. She's like, she has daddy issues, she's ugly, she should be dating someone her own age. Like, they've had so many issues that it definitely frustrates me that he kind of expects her to move at a different pace than what she's ready for. But I also feel in her aspect, if you know that he's pushing you too much, just break up with him. Seriously, you're not that deep into it yet. You're not committed. You don't share kids with this dude. Like, you're a single mom on your own as it is. Like, you deal with your child as it is, like, by yourself, I'm assuming, from what it seems like. It just seems like you should definitely be focusing more on yourself, your kid, than worrying about dating and some random dude with no neck.
Oh, damn.
It took me months to introduce him to my
Yeah, that's a normal time range.
months for that time
That's normal.
to break up 2 weeks later.
Oh no.
I love how he just sits there.
I can tell.
Why didn't you say anything?
Tell this is emotional for you to talk about right now. What are you feeling?
She feels used.
I just would have never taken
Exactly.
those steps if I knew that this was going to be the outcome. 'Cause I was not expecting this to be the outcome. I was expecting to be with each other. I never thought he would be a part of my life. I thought he was going to be the one.
This is so awkward. They can feel, look at them. They're like, this is awkward.
Ed is the reason that you two are no longer a couple because you were taking
Obviously.
it fast. Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to pause it right there before he starts laying on the crap and the sympathy thick. We have seen how big Ed is. We've seen what happened with Rose and all that situation and how manipulative he can be and how just, like, insensitive he can be. I don't understand why everyone is so surprised that he did the same thing that he was doing with Rose, who was younger than him and everything else. he's doing the same thing with Liz.
First things I noticed, even at the airport, was her breath, but I didn't know how to bring it up. And I don't think she realizes it, but I do. And then I got you good toothpaste.
Okay. Asked Rose to take an STD test, and it's so frustrating because I don't think she understands why I need to know that. And I certainly don't understand why she's hiding things from me.
You're talking about you wanted more kids. And I want to be honest with you and tell you that I've raised a daughter. She's 29, and it was a wonderful experience. But having more kids is not something that I want. In fact, before I came to see you in the Philippines, I had scheduled 2 appointments to have an operation. It's called a vasectomy. There's an operation in here where it's a snip. It prevents me from getting you pregnant.
He's setting her up for all these promises and all these, oh my God, I love you. Like, where I can see myself with you. You're my forever. You're this, you're that. Like, this is what Ed does. He jumps into a relationship with both feet, barely knows the girl, just knows that she's young and she's fun. And then after, when he realizes they're not compatible, he drops them. Or worse, he tries to make them do things that they don't want to do, that they're not necessarily comfortable doing. Do I think he feels regretful at the fact that the relationship didn't work? Yes, I'm not doubting that. I think to some extent he does feel regret and maybe ashamed of the way he is acting. But at the same point, the crying and all that, it's clout. I really think it's for the cameras. Do I think Liz was necessarily with him because she was like super head over heels in love with him? No, I think to some extent that was clout as well. But it's just, I don't understand why people expect that he's gonna be better when we already saw everything that happened with Rose. Like, I'm sure there were some things that she wasn't 100% honest with, but a lot of the things that he was saying and the doing and the lies, like, he's just not someone who's secure as a person, as a man, and it's really showing with his relationships. And Liz is just another casualty because he thinks he's ready, he knows what he wants, and then he enforces it and pushes it way too fast, and then it breaks up. I don't know who left who. From the sounds of it, it sounds like he broke up with her because she's like, you promised you were never going to leave me, you pushed me away, blah, blah. So it seems like he definitely dumped her. So let's get back to this. Because you forced it, though. This frustrates me because it's his, to an extent, his fault, because he was the one calling most of the shots. She should have said no, but
she told me I don't want to move too fast, and I want to keep my friends, and I just skipped right over that.
What does that mean, keep my friends? She's not allowed to have friends, so now you're controlling too.
I had somebody that was interested in me.
He literally just said, in 29 years, I've had someone who's interested in me. What was Rose? Rose wasn't interested in you? Rose wasn't in love with you? Like, I just love how the show literally just wants to, like, get rid of Rose because of how successful she is on her own. And just, like, make it so he's like, oh, he's been with, like, 3 people in his life, and now Rose wasn't even anything. He wasn't even really happy with Rose. It was all fake. It wasn't real with Rose. Okay, dude, but it's not really that real with Liz either. Y'all were together, what, 3-4 months? And 3 months, and he was, like, trying to get her to move in with him. Like, dude, come on. Like, you don't get to be the one that's up here bawling your eyes out when you were the one calling the shots. Which is why I said the entire time, Liz, you should have left him way before. Instead of him dumping you, you should have left. You should have up and left.
No.
I didn't listen to one word she said, and I was like, I'm gonna make her my girlfriend. I'm gonna make her world amazing,
See, and like, I know I'm pausing a lot this video, but like, it just frustrates me because he's literally acting like he's doing a charity for her. Like, she needs all these things and she's not a grown woman. She can't take care of herself. She's a mother. She's like a mom that's like not with the father for obviously, and she's taking care of herself just fine. So I don't know, like on top of it, he's adding like this, oh, I needed to save her complex to everything. And it's just kind of, it's icky.
What are you doing?
It's a very icky feeling because he just made it look like she needed him. And he was like this savior for her. And I just, roll clip.
She never had.
She's even annoyed. She's like, really, dude?
I fucked it up.
Yeah, you did. You did fuck it up.
I fucked it up.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I felt like if I didn't go at his pace, I was gonna lose him.
Why?
That he wouldn't want me anymore, so I would cave in and go at his speed. What made you think that he wouldn't want you anymore if you didn't go at his speed? He would tell me all the time that it wouldn't work out between us. And it scared me
Then
that I would lose him.
that's codependency. That's not good, sweetie. That's toxic behavior. That is toxic behavior.
I caved,
You don't cave. If you don't want to do something, you don't do it, hun.
and I still lost him.
You don't get, ooh, you do not bend because someone makes you feel pressured. It is fucked up. I'm with her.
Did you tell her that?
I swear to God, he better not deny it.
Do you maybe see a problem with what you've done?
You're such a piece of crap then. You're controlling because you're insecure and that's not right.
Liz, you knocked me off my world.
You don't get to say that. Exactly. You don't get to say that, dude. Way past you getting to say that. So it's okay to hurt someone else because you're afraid. That's not cool. That's not right.
Completely left me, and you promised me you wouldn't leave me. This month has been hell.
She fell hard. Like, he was toxic as shit. That's why.
You blocked me and went to Vegas.
Wow.
Ranted about your sugar babies.
Talk about an attention whore.
I'm so confused right now.
I'm not.
Are you saying that
I'm not. This is,
Ed was him
yes.
with other
This is typical Ed behavior.
women expect to be dumped and then him be out in Vegas?
Rose warned everyone. Yeah. I don't expect anything less because it's all about the game for him.
So, after you guys broke up, did you know he was hanging out in Vegas? Like 2 days?
Dude.
Oh, 2 days.
You are uncouth, dude. What the fuck?
Couldn't we wait 3 days, Dad?
See, that is really ironic coming from Colt, just saying.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Just the eye roll, the general annoying. Oh my God. So that was the end of the video. That eye roll at the end, the genuine annoyance on his face. Like, he's like, why am I the bad guy? You're the bad guy because you let this girl on. You moved at a pace that she wasn't cool with. She caves. And then you dump her. And then you're like, nah, I'm good. I don't have to work anymore for it, so I'm just good. I'm like, I'm not going to be around for you anymore. Like, if you're just interested in the catch, then just, honestly, just like, don't even date. Don't waste these girls' time. And girls, don't waste your time. As soon as someone is that controlling where they want to change your friend, they want to, you know, make it so you can't do this, or they're so insecure that they're controlling, they're moving too fast. I'm sorry, meeting someone's mother on the 3rd date is way red flag. Any girl that's out there dating, no matter what gender you prefer, or any dude, if you have to meet the person's family on the 3rd date, and like as their mom or whatever, that's a red flag because you are meeting people way too soon. Just like it was way too soon for Ed to want to be a boyfriend to Liz. They went on like 1 or 2 dates and he's like, well, she needs to call me her boyfriend. Like, dude, I get you're excited and you like that you're into this chick, but you can't force her to go at your pace, and she should not have caved. 100% she should not have caved. She should have stuck with her convictions and like, no, we're going at the pace I'm comfortable with, and if he wasn't okay with that, which clearly he wasn't because he was threatening to leave her all the time, she should have let him leave. You can do better, and like, you have a kid, so even if you can't do better, and this is the last relationship you ever have, at least you have your kid. You have your kid to think about, and you can be working on things with your child instead of worrying about a dude. I don't know what your guys' opinions are. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know if you want me to do more 90-day single life or 90-day fiance reactions. I just find this show and how like Big Ed approaches dating so funny because it is so ridiculously manipulative and toxic and just, oh, it's so over the top because he acts like such a victim. And do I think he feels remorseful? Yes, but I think he feels remorse because the world is seeing him be a douchebag. So it's not even real remorse. It's not even real, genuine, like, I'm sorry, I know I fucked up and I'm changing that behavior. Like, it's just him continuing to do the same behavior. We saw him do it with Rose. He did it with his wife. He literally was ready to give up his daughter for a girl. Like, this dude just, it's way too much. I did find it interesting that Colt was the one calling him Big Ed out for all of his bullshit because Colt has so many skeletons in his closet. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comment section below, and of course, like and subscribe. I will do more 90-day stuff if you wanted me to. This was super fun to react to. It's definitely frustrating sometimes because being an outsider looking in, you see all these little imperfections and all these red flags, and I think for people when they're dating, they just don't see that. They don't see it because they're so infatuated with the idea of finding the right person that they kind of forget that the person that's right there in front of them might not be the person for them because they're just not good people or you're just not compatible. But anyways, that's the end of the video. I'm done. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. Peace out.